Hey guys, so let me tilt my hat a little bit here. So we're back here at the storage space working on old Frank. I'm trying a new carburetor, a Kian CV40. I got one on eBay that I rebuilt, and then I also got a knockoff of the same thing. I thought it'd be fun to mix and match and see if the knockoff will actually run. I did also put a polished aluminum cover on the knockoff, and well, we hooked everything up. Also, check out this awesome bearskin tactical hoodie I got. It's actually pretty nice. It's like a little pricey. It's like 120 bucks. I don't know. I bought it on my own money. So, but anyways, let me show you what we got, and let me hook up the battery and see if we can get this thing running. Hang on a second. Alright guys, so I picked up a, here you can see the CV40. This is the one that Mr. J had. Well, this isn't the one, but I tried this, and the only thing that I forgot last time, you see this down here? That's that's what we call an intake leak. It's an open port. He told me it was like a SOV or a VOS, vacuum operated solenoid port, or it may go to the timing or something on the newer bikes. This is a little bit newer carb, so I got a air cleaner and assembly off of Lowbrow for that. And also, before you remember, I was showing you guys, excuse me, that this is where your throttle comes in. My old shutoff was in the way, so now I got like a low profile. This shutoff, I think it's made by Prism, $109. Man, every time you turn around, it's like $100, $100, $100. So we got that hooked up, and it does clear now. Let me show you our knockoff. I mean, this thing's actually pretty impressive. It looks exactly like a CV40. Everything is there. I had to add my own choke cable or whatever. The only thing I will have to say is that the slide spring was kind of weak. Like, this actually feels nice. I took this, I got a rebuild kit when I rebuilt the other one, and I saved the spring. I took the spring out of that one and I put it in this one. The spring, here we go. The spring, let me get this open here. Come on. Hard one-handed. This is the spring that came in that carb. It's way too squishy. Way too squishy. It's not like the originals. The originals are a little bit longer and a little stiffer. There's a joke in there somewhere. Woo. But so I swapped that because it just didn't feel great. So we're gonna try this one first. Like I said, so I don't think we don't look like we're leaking there. Let's see if we fill the bowl if this thing starts leaking. There's the overflow. Well, let's just unscrew it and see what happens. I already added some more gas to the gas tank. So this does not have a reserve, it's just on or off. And I don't see anything yet. Let me we're gonna close this for a second because I don't want to leave it open while I'm fooling with the battery. Let me put the battery in, and then we'll try it. All right, hang on. All right, let's see what happens. I think I'm set. I still got to jump out my coil because there's still something wrong with the wire. We're gonna, okay. Tip it. Where's my valve? Here's my valve. Okay. I don't see anything leaking. Power's on. y'all. Let's try to unchoke. Hey. If I could, we need to turn the idle up a little bit. Man, that thing's annoying, isn't it? I also have to find out why on these carburetors the choke lever doesn't stay choked. Not sure why. And we also may need to adjust the air fuel. You can't see ish right now. Oh, I put a thumb screw idle adjust on there, which is sort of like an upgrade. It's a Chinese thing too, but actually it looks pretty good. All right, see if we can get this thing just idling. Okay, we're gonna pull the choke. I'm gonna turn it back on. There we go. I'm gonna let this thing warm up. Gotta hold the choke on. Damn it. Let me unhook this for a second. Why do I keep having these problems where it won't run off a choke? Let me see. Where's my little screwdriver? Here it is. Oh, I got a thumb screw, that's right. Alright. Let's try this again. I don't know. I'm just trying here. I don't have a throttle set up yet. Believe it or not, this other carburetor here, this guy did come with a set of throttle cables, but that's a different story. We're gonna need to fool with that. Let me find a little pair of vice grips so I can hold that choke open. I'll just on the what you call it, on the choke lever. All right. Okay, I've held the choke open, and let's hook our coil back up. Okay, power on. Okay, we're good to go. It's idling with the choke off. Let's see if we can rev it up. And the answer is no, I can't rev it up with the choke off. I turned the gas off to let it drain out so we can try the other carburetor. Hang on, we'll be right back. All right, new carburetor's on there. Didn't really take me that long to do. Let's open the gas. You know what I'd like to see is I'd like to see the accelerator pump squirt some fuel in. It's right here. That's what I'd like to see. Okay. My key. Alright. No gas is leaking. I do have the choke stuck back over here. This choke isn't that great. This choke cable seems shorter. Well, let's see what happens. Let me, let's get the vice grips back on there. Wow! Oh yeah! Hell yeah! Wow! That thing revved and everything. Let's try that again. We may have to mess with some stuff here. Let's do it. Okay. Turn this off. Turn it back on. Let's adjust our idle. Okay. Ah, come on. I'll give it a little more idle. Damn. Okay. We're a lot closer than we were, I think. It's running off the choke. yeah, the I didn't put enough gas in, and it's of course, you know, it's leaned to the left, and you know, over here is where the gas comes out, so no surprise. Wow, hang on a second. Hang on. Well, damn, that was a surprise. The OG Kia CV40 that I rebuilt, you could see it didn't want to rev up. We put the knockoff on there, man. This thing's running like $1 million. I'm actually quite surprised. I mean, I guess I am and I'm not. Now I got to work backwards from a throttle up to my actual throttle on the hand, because what I have is specifically for a Makuni. Now I have other cables, and they gave me some, I don't know where they are, some cheap cables. They gave me some stuff. So, but that's super awesome. It's actually running pretty good now. Who knew? $60. That carburetor was $60, and it seems legit. I saw fuel spraying in from the accelerator pump. Everything's working the way that it should. It might need some fine tuning on the air fuel, but damn, that's awesome. I feel a bit better taking it over maybe to my buddy's shop where we could work on it this winter. You know, dial it in, fix some stuff up, and then maybe me and him will pull apart we're gonna rip the motor out the block and replace the piston rings I just fried. Oh no! So this motor kind of needs to be gone through. We need to do some seals and stuff and whatnot. So, but I mean, my goal was to try to get this to, you know, run down the road before it snows. The bad news, guys, it looks like it's going to snow on Sunday. At least I rode it once. At least I rode it around the block here, albeit very shittily. But we're at a good spot. I'm excited. The short, you know, fuel valve worked. You know, carburetor. I'm gonna throw the air cleaner on it again, and I'm gonna take some video for Easy Rider, Mr. J, so you can see it. So I think that's about all I'm gonna do today. Sun's getting a little low. It's 3 o'clock. You know, it gets dark at like 5 something now. You know, sucks. But all right, guys, thanks for coming along. This is pretty cool. This is what I wanted to accomplish. I knew one of these carburetors is gonna work. Now we just got to do a little fine tuning and get the throttle hooked up. All right, we'll see you on the next one, guys. Easy. Hey, Mr. J, Easy Rider, check this out. You're gonna like it. Oh yeah. Coil. Check. On. Check. Tilt the bike so that the gas is all the way over by the carburetor. Check. Okay. Turn it off. Turn it on. It's already been running a minute, so it shouldn't need to be choked. Now watch this. So what do you think? Hang on. I don't want to short my wire out again. Hang on. So what do you think? I put that new Chinese carburetor. Here's with the polished aluminum top. I ran here's my my new shut off. Let me shut that off. All right. Whoop. Like that. I just got it, like you said, a hose coming down to it. Here's my bracket. Hang on a second, because we got our sick air cleaner on here. All right. Oh, of course. Hang on a second. Let me show you. All right. So you're gonna get the air cleaner on it. Looks pretty nice, right? This louvered air cleaner. Got that from Lowbrow Customs. We may have to adjust the air fuel a little bit and the idle, but man, I'll tell you, does that not look awesome? Now we just need to get the cable from here up to here so we can rip it. Anyways, you can see it's running real good. You know what the sad thing is? The carburetor that I rebuilt, it won't rev up. What a surprise. And the spring underneath here, it was smaller and weaker, so I replaced it with with the original spring that came out of the other one, and the slide feels real good now when you run it. What do you think? I think it's a winner. All right, I'll see you later.
I am Iron Man.